Friends, the contactor we use of this type, when we turn on the contactor, then you must have heard this type of chattering sound. If this type of chattering sound is coming from your contactor, then in this condition, what all things you need to check is going to be discussed through this video. Friends, if this type of chattering sound comes from your contactor, then first what you have to do in this contactor, if you look at the coil of contactor, as you know, to operate the contactor at A1 and A2 terminal here, we have to provide phase supply and neutral supply. So what we have to do first is, at the A1 and A2 terminals here, in both these terminals, we have to tighten the connections. If in your contactor, contacts are used as interlocking, I mean the wiring is done, then in this condition, connections of contact also may be loose. For now, both the wires are directly connected here. I am checking the connections whether they are loose or tight. So I tightened the connections and now I am turning on this to check whether chattering sound is still coming or not. Even now the chattering sound is coming. Even after tightening all the connections, still chattering sound is coming. Then in this condition, the multimeter you have, take the multimeter and set this to AC voltage position. If contactor operates on AC voltage, then select AC voltage. If it operates on DC voltage, select DC voltage position. For now, the contactor I have, if you look at this contactor here, it is written 220 volt / 230 volt. This means this contactor operates on single phase power supply. So in this multimeter, there are two probes. Take both these probes and to the A1 and A2 terminals of contactor, connect these probes. After connecting this, you have to check how much voltage you are getting. Let's turn on the MCB and check how much voltage we are getting. You just saw that around 241 volt voltage we are getting. Let's see one more time. When I turn this on, around 241 voltage we are getting. This means the voltage required here so that contactor can operate, that voltage is proper here. So if the tightness of contact is proper, besides the terminals here in the coil, proper voltage is there on these terminals. The required voltage is present here. Now in this condition, you have to go for third thing to check. Third one is in the coil of contactor here, how much is the resistance in the coil. To check the resistance of the coil of contactor, select this multimeter in resistance position. After this, what you have to do, take both the probes of multimeter and in this contactor at the A1 and A2 terminal here, connect these probes. Before connecting this, keep one thing in mind that power supply must be off. Right now power supply is off and we selected multimeter at resistance position. So let's check the resistance. So here we can see resistance is 0.684 kilo ohm. This much resistance we are getting. This means 684 ohm resistance we are getting. If the resistance is changing again and again in this contactor, then you can say that the coil of the contactor you have is somehow got heat up and insulation became weak. This is why resistance is varying. Here the resistance we measured is proper or not. To check this, what you can do, take similar type of another contactor. Like here I have one more contactor which is manufactured by CNC company. Model number of both the contactors is completely same. What I will do, in this another contactor, measure the resistance of the coil in this contactor also. Resistance of both the coils must be same. Let's check the resistance here. You can see that the value of resistance in this contactor is approximately similar as previous one. In this condition, you can say that the resistance of the coil in this contactor is also proper. Even after going through these checking, if chattering sound in contactor is still coming, then in this condition, you must check that in this contactor, the contact in this contactor, I mean whether interlocking is done in this contactor or not. If interlocking is used, then in this condition, it may be possible that the contact here, I am opening this for a while, the contact here which makes NO and NC, you must check whether any kind of rusting or this contact could have wear out. To check this, first open this screw here. After opening the screw, if you pull this contact in this way, you can see it came out. This thing which you can see here, this is contact of the contactor. If rusting occurs in this contact and you have used interlocking here, then in this condition also there may be possibility of chattering sound. So if rusting is there in this contact or contact got wear out, then in this condition you can replace this. There is a kit of contactors separately that you can purchase and replace this one. Right now this one is proper, so I am placing this back to its place. Whenever you go for checking of contact, then remove only one at a time. Check it and after installing back to its place, remove the other contact. Don't remove all the contacts together. Remove one at a time, check it, and after checking, install the contact back to its place. After installing this one, remove the other one. After this also, if chattering sound didn't stop, then in this condition, what you have to do, you have to open this contactor for checking. When opening contactor, power supply must be disconnected. After this, whatever the wire connected here, open this wire. So the wire which I connected to provide power supply, I removed both these wires. After removing the wire, you have to open this contactor. To open this contactor, you have to open two screws. Let's open this quickly. So I opened the contactor here. After opening the contactor, you can go to check for 2 to 3 things. This part which you can see here, this is core. You will find one more core below. So both these here are core. Now this thing is known as coil. This is the coil which generates magnetic field, and the magnetic field generated through this coil this moving object or the moving contact here is pulled upwards like a magnet. It is connected like this. You must have saw that contactor does this kind of movement. So here if the contactor is making humming sound or chattering sound, then in this condition you have to check that at the core of this contactor whether carbon is deposited or not. If dust or carbon is deposited here, then this will not make the proper contact. So whenever you open the contactor, if you saw dust or the carbon deposited here, then clean this properly. This contactor which I have is absolutely the new one, so you cannot see any type of dust or carbon deposition here. Besides, I already told you how to check the coil of the contactor. If the resistance of the coil of the contactor is low or very high, or if the resistance is fluctuating continuously, then in this condition you have to change this one. The contactor which you have, the model number of this contactor, as per this model number you can buy the whole kit of the contactor separately. Now I will tell you why my contactor is making humming sound. In this contactor above here I put a paper. A paper you can see here. This paper I placed here like this. This is why it is not making a proper contact. The sound of this contactor, that is chattering sound, comes also when on the core of this contactor carbon is deposited or dust is deposited. Now how to mount back this contactor, let's understand this also. See, the coil of this contactor, place this side downwards and mount this coil here in this way. After this, take this spring and connect this spring with this core. In this way, mount this. After this, turn this and fit in this position here till it settles. Besides, you must check one more thing, that this contact is making proper movement or not. Before fitting, check this once. So all these things are proper, mount this back to its position. After mounting the whole contactor, again do the connections here and check again that whether humming sound is coming still or not. Okay, finally I did the connections. Now I will turn on the power supply. You can see no humming sound is coming now. Okay, now the contactor is working properly. So all those things I told you to check all these things, your contactor will again start working properly. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give like on my video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.